Bueno, gente, pues seguimos aquí con el capítulo 6. He estado aquí un buen rato aprendiéndome hechizos y ahora en lo que Helgen Reborn... O sea, le tenemos que dar un día. Ya no te quedarán unas horas. Así que de mientras he pensado que podemos hacerlo de Cicerón, que no se tarda nada. Y bueno, luego ya veré esto. Y nada, he aprendido un hechizo muy chulo, que es este, Senda de los Fantasmas. Bueno, y este para... ahí lo leéis. Y nada, os iba a enseñar lo que hace esto. Bueno, lo enseño fuera. No sé a quién le compré este hechizo, pero miren. Te haces invisible. Lo que no sé hasta qué distancia puedes ir. Porque ahora, por ejemplo, saco el arma. Y al sacar el arma hace... ¡pop! Vuelve para atrás otra vez. Se teletransporta donde lo has empezado a tirar. Muy guapo, la verdad. La utilidad ya no lo sé, pero... quiero ver cuánto dura. Vamos a ver cuánto dura. Sí, vale. Serán unos 10 segundos, 5 10. Así que nada, vamos a ir para allá. Bueno, me he puesto a grabar ya porque digo, va, si el viaje es aquí cerca, no hace falta dejar de grabar. Ya de paso enseño esto. Que la textura esta sigue estando mal. Pero sí, para esto lo tienes que comprar en Carrera Blanca esta propiedad. Sí, aquí es. Aquí está el bufón tontín este loquito. ¡Ah, qué voz, eh!
¡Maldición y ofuscación!
Maldición y
¡Atrapado aquí!
ofuscación.
¡Atrapado! Mi madre, mi pobre madre, inmóvil, descansando, pero tan quieta. El pobre Cicerón está atrapado. ¿No lo ves? Estaba transportando a mi queridísima y adorada madre. Bueno, a ella no, a su cadáver. Está bastante muerta. Llevo a mi madre a un nuevo
Bastante,
hogar,
no del
una
todo.
nueva cripta. Pero ¡ah! La rueda del carro, la maldita rueda, se rompió. ¿No lo ves? ¡Ah! ¡Ah, sí! ¡Claro que puedes ayudar! Ve a la granja de Lorello. Está por allí, fuera del camino. Habla con Lorello. Tiene herramientas. Puede ayudarme, pero no quiere. ¡Se niega! Convence a Lorello de que me arregle la rueda. Hazlo y el pobre Cicerón te recompensará con dinerito. Dinerito brillante y reluciente.
Ay. Este tío no tiene mucha labia para convencerle, ¿o? Ah, claro, ahora tengo que ir a despertarle, que estará durmiendo. Uy, ¿te imaginas? Le abro la cerradura y luego... pues vamos a probar. Yo también he venido unas horas. Bueno, gente, pues he comprobado, he cargado partida, porque he comprobado que si tú fuerzas, pues como que no. No se puede. Y que lo que voy a hacer es sentarme aquí y esperarme a que se despierten, qué remedio. Ya que he venido... ¡Hala! Y le hizo la magia.
Por el amor de Mara, ¿y ahora qué?
A ver, tú. Me llevo aquí esperándote 3 horas.
¿El tipo ese, Cicerón? Uf, dime algo que yo no sepa. El muy loco ya me lo ha pedido 5 veces. Se ve que mi respuesta no le satisface.
Tienes ahí
Es que no nos puede dejar
en la calle, ¿no te da pena?
¿Pagarme? ¿Te crees que se trata de dinero? Pero tú has visto al hombre. Está completamente loco. ¿Un bufón? ¿Aquí en Skyrim? Hace años que no ha habido un payaso por aquí.
Mírame a la cara, hombre.
Porta una
Qué
especie de
lento se
caja
mueve esto.
enorme. Dice que es un ataúd que va a enterrar a su madre. Y un cuerno. Podría llevar cualquier cosa. Contrabando, armas, escuma. Ni en broma pienso meterme en nada de eso.
Tienes razón, le digo. Bueno,
¿Qué? Y por cierto, en el
voy a ser
nombre de
bueno.
Mara, ¿quién eres tú? ¿Eh? Vienes aquí y me dices qué debo hacer. ¿Y para qué? Para ayudar a un loco.
Yo no.
Mira, yo... Tienes razón, cierto. Puede que el tipo esté mal de la cabeza, puede que no. pero necesita ayuda, y yo lo he echado. ¿Qué clase de hombre soy? Mira, gracias. Y siento
Ándate.
haber sido tan desagradable. Si hablas con Cicerón, asegúrate de decirle que pronto iré a ayudarlo.
Tenga que venir yo a decírtelo. Y es que... voy a probar clarividencia por curiosidad, a ver cómo luce. Ajá, guay.
¡Pobre madre!
Sí, la verdad que da ganas de ayudarle
Su
con esa
nuevo
voz,
hogar
pero...
parece tan
soy bueno.
lejano. ¿Lo lograste? ¿Lo hará? ¡Hurra! Seas quien seas, has hecho tan feliz a Cicerón, tan alborozado y exultante. Pero más aún, más que eso, mi madre te lo agradece. Toma, toma, por las molestias. Oro reluciente y tintineante. Unas moneditas por una buena obra. Y gracias, gracias de nuevo.
Y ya está. No, es una misión muy pequeñita. Bueno, pues ahora ya sí que puedo hacerlo de Helgen Reborn o qué. Yo creo que ya le he dado el tiempo. Así que espero que sí. Voy a viajar para allá a ver. A ver, ¿qué?
Dragonborn. I always heard the legends in my... Oh, hello. Need something?
What is it, friend?
Genial, todavía no han pasado las 24 horas. Pues ¿sabes qué? Ya la voy a esperar aquí. Hala. El problema es que no he comprado agua y eso, pero bueno, todavía creo que... no puedes esperar en este lugar. ¿Por qué no? Me cago en su muela. Pues mira, voy a esperar aquí. Con las manos puestas aquí. Ahí, para no pasar frío. Venga. Ha pasado algo mientras esperaba. Ah, vale, ya está, ya puedo hacer la misma, menos mal. El problema es que ahora necesito dormir, porque he pasado tanto tiempo esperando aquí y antes. Pero bueno, después de hablar con estos ya iré a dormir. Ahora vamos a comer algo. Ñam, 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 ñam. A ver, sigamos con la charleta.
Need something?
Espera, me voy a sentar para hablar contigo. Ay, no puedo toser. Ahora
Oh,
sí.
hello. Ah, yes, we've been waiting for you. Now that you're here, we have a matter of grave importance to discuss with you. So you really think this nonsensical plan of yours will work, Val?
Janus, it has to work. We have no choice. Now then.
Reporting as ordered, sir.
Good. That armor looks good on you two.
Well,
No,
it
está muy
itches,
lejos.
and it stinks.
It's had a dead man in it. What do you expect?
So, now that we're all here, Valerius, would you like to fill in our friend on your plan?
Did you ever stop to wonder how my men and I came to this place?
Pues con las piernas, ¿no?
Well, yes,
¿para qué?
but that's not all of it. Up until a couple of weeks ago, we were still in Cyrodiil, and our sources began reporting on new Thalmor activity taking place south of here. Rumor was that they were turning an old fort into a prison for captured Talos worshippers, and I deemed the reports credible enough to investigate. I sent my best man, Korst, on the mission. He was ordered not to confront them, but to observe only. Unfortunately, he did not return, and I'm afraid something went very wrong. About 2 weeks. After 1 week went by, we'd started to fear the worst, so we mobilized and came here. Finding Korst is the main reason we're here. This fort gave us the perfect spot to rest, resupply, and prepare to find out what happened to him. So, we eliminated the bandits, took over the fort, tried to blend in and not draw attention to ourselves. Yes, fortunately, the Imperials left everything behind when they abandoned this place. It looks like Elenwen herself was here. I need you to pose as an
Luego la
Imperial officer
conoceremos.
with orders to transfer Korst back to Elenwen for interrogation. Legion prisoner transfer parties always travel in groups of 3, so Falco and Sienna will be going with you. As you can see, they're already in Imperial uniform, and you must do the same if this has any chance of working. We found some officer's armor that should fit you, and Alton put a little enchantment on it for you. It's only worn by high-ranking officers, so it should help you carry a bit more influence. If you have any other powers of persuasion, this would be the time to use them. Perhaps between the two it will be enough for this to work. While searching the fort, we found a communique from her own hand, and were able to forge a transfer order to give to the men at the prison. If the Thalmor officers question you, remind them you're a special envoy from the embassy, and they had best comply. Hopefully it'll be enough, but if not, you may have to resort to the old-fashioned way of negotiating. Yes, it certainly will be, and make no mistake, those Thalmor bastards are beyond brutal. And I've heard there's a particularly ruthless justiciar named Arundel who may be in charge there. If it's the Arundel I know, you can be certain he will kill you on sight, so you must be careful. Thank you, friend. You know, Marcus seems to be quite impressed with you. And well, if he trusts you, then I trust you. The prison is located south of here, on the road past Fort Newgrad, heading to the Cyrodiil border. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Here's your armor. Don't forget to put it on. Please return as soon as you can, and good luck.
Ah, vale, sí, ya me acuerdo, sí. La primera vez que hice esto no les persuadí, no lo conseguí, ¿no? Así que ahora yo creo que tampoco, pero bueno, intentará. No sé si hay que subirse la elocuencia o no se les puede convencer. No sé qué pasará, qué pasará. Ahora veréis. Vale, pues aquí hay que entrar.
Who are you? And what do you want?
Ya, es verdad, no he dicho que he puesto un mod de cámara. Y bueno, así se está guapo, ¿eh?
You're not even in uniform. Do you take me for a fool?
Puede haber un bug, pero sé cómo solucionarlo si sucede. Vale, no me he puesto ni el traje de imperiales, porque sabía que no les iba a convencer, o sea que... a matar directamente. Venga, ahora voy a probar la cimitarra, o el bailecito. ¡Push! Hostia, espérate. Por lo menos, hostia, espera, ahora me toca alejar. Deberé morir. Como dodgean, ¿eh? Espérate que me mata. Uf. Te dejo ahí agonizando mientras me curo. A ver, ¿cómo queréis que le mate? Nada, con la... Hostia, que se recupera, cuidado. Uf. No sé si me ha salvado Ciena, muchas gracias, casi la palmo. Mira, aquí he cogido una llave. Ahora que lo pienso, no he dormido. Joder, qué liada. Claro, como ha empezado a jugar ahora, lo que habéis visto antes era de ayer. Hay que ir por abajo, pero a ver quién por arriba. Mira, ahora no creo que pueda dormir, ¿no? Si no, duermo, a ver. No. Bueno, pues ahora ya sí que voy donde me indica. Nivel inferior. Ah, vale. A ver, qué barullo es este. Que no me entero de nada. Oh. Mira, aquí me voy a forrar, con yelmos. Con trajes élficos. Vale, muy bien. Y ahora... brecha, por ejemplo. A ver, ya me salen tres indicaciones, tres marcas. ¿Por qué me salen tres marcas? Ah, vale, porque tengo que ver a ver dónde está. Sí, estaba aquí. Vaya por Dios. Vamos a acabar esto rápido. Pam, 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 pam. La tiene pequeña. Ah, ¿no? Formada. Aquí está Force. Te suelto, te suelto.
Well, look who it is. Good to see you again, friend. Out of all the people to help us, a Dragonborn. I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes.
Sí, sí. Increíble. ¿Qué estás hablando por teléfono?
Oh, hello.
Ah, no le puedo soltar
Always
porque
good to
sigue
see
habiendo
you,
gente.
Dragonborn.
Dale. A ver, ahora sí le puedo soltar. Ahí.
Thank you. Let me see if I can walk. So dizzy. Well, look who it is. Good to see you again, friend.
Hang on, Forrest. I'll have you as good as new in a second.
Ay, ay, cúrale. No sé si yo también tengo esa habilidad, pero...
It's much better now, Sienna. Thank you. Falco? Sienna? What are you doing here? Yes. Who is this with you? I've never seen her before. Marcus Janus in Skyrim? You must be drinking too much meat again, Falco. Helgen. I bet Valerius never saw that one coming.
Más que estará cansado el
Why
personaje.
is Marcus here? Yes. Let's get out of here before any more of those Dalmor maggots show up. Yes, I believe they put it in this chest over there. Let me see. Yes, there it is. That's much better.
Bueno, en lo que se chupa el cofre... A ver qué por aquí. Pero antes me gustaría dormir, ¿eh?
Voy justo de...
Mira, aquí se puede dormir. Aunque igual el sueño no es tan de calidad, ¿no? Como en la otra cama que vimos al principio. ¡Hala! Ellos no necesitan dormir ni nada. Ah, pues voy a hacer viaje rápido. Esa es mi escolta. Ah, que hay que ir para aquí. Ah, esta puerta antes estaba cerrada igual. O simplemente no entré. Siena, ¿qué te pasa? Joder. Hiperactiva. Vete al colocón este, la tienda que hay, y te tomas un petilla o algo, a ver si... Joder. Aquí es donde te viene en el inicio vanilla.
I have nothing more to say at this time.
Está guapo, la combinación de los dos mods de conversaciones, el que te puedes mover y este, el cinemático.
Shore's bones. I see now why Marcus has spoken so highly of you. Quite impressive. Now, let's see if we can find out what in the name of Akatos is going on in that prison. Forrest, thank the gods you're safe. But how in Oblivion were you even captured?
I don't know how they found me. It's like they knew exactly where I was hiding. I never had a chance to escape.
Well, thanks to our new friend, you're okay now. Tell me what you learned.
It's a prison, all right, and it's heavily guarded inside. Well, it was heavily guarded. There are none alive in there now. The commandant was never there that I could tell.
Did anyone mention where he was?
I overheard the guards joking about him getting soft in their embassy and spending too much time with some whore from the Tormas Tavern. But that's all I could hear them say.
Did you learn anything else?
Well, I didn't think much of it at the time. but I overheard the guard talking about how many prisoners were coming and going from the prison. And I noticed several new prisoners abruptly get taken away while I was there, just like he said. And they were not tortured, beaten, or starved either. I guess they saved all of that for me. And wait. Yes, one group had a family, a woman and a small child, but he was not old enough to fight. The guard was joking about raping the woman and selling the child to bandits as a slave. Could that be true? They are selling slaves?
Well now, that's certainly a lot to chew on. Excellent work, old friend. I'll check and see if any of my sources know about any of
Qué
this.
fuerte, qué fuerte.
Thank you, Korst. You go get something to eat and some sleep. I need you well rested. Dismissed. You've done me a great service, friend. You saved his life, and for that I will never be able to repay you. Is there anything else you can add? Did you hear anything about slaves? That is odd, isn't it? So it looks like the elves are up to no good. Where else to easily kidnap people than in Skyrim? All they have to say is that they're worshipping Talos. I'm sure many of these enforcers skulking about in Skyrim are under their command. I know you've had a long day, and I won't keep you. We'll let you know when we have anything new. But please, check in with Marcus as soon as you can. Thank you again, my friend.
You're welcome. A ver, Marcus. Mira, voy a usar clarividencia. Y tardo menos.
Hello.
¿Qué?
I was wondering if I could talk
No
to
me
you
acordaba
for a
de esta.
second.
Hombre, ¿cómo no?
I just wanted to
Todo lo que
introduce
quiera.
myself mostly. I'm Sienna. There, formal introduction over. I feel better now, don't you?
Bien, oración, háblame de ti. ¿Te va el
Well,
rollo
I like
bollo?
moonlit walks through the old ruins, candlelit workshops, and the feel of cold steel in my hand. You know, the same stuff as other women. I'm not quite sure how to take that, so I'll take it as a compliment. If you're wondering how I ended up with a bunch of old soldiers from the Great War, they saved my life. When the elves burnt our farm, my parents hid me in a basket in the woods. Balfring found me and gave me to an orphanage until the war in Hammerfell was over. But he kept in touch through the years. And when I was old enough to be on my own, I joined them. He taught me everything I know about fighting, and especially armoring. Say, from what I saw at the prison, you know how to handle yourself out there. But if you ever want any company, come and get me, okay?
Bueno, Marcus, te voy a despertar.
The Civil
Yo ya he
War,
dormido.
it's bad for Skyrim. Let's hope it ends quickly. I praise the Nine you came along. Your help thus far has been invaluable, but it's time to make some difficult choices. Valerius and I have spoken at length about this, and we value your opinion. We need more guards for the hold, as there's only a few of us right now. We're vulnerable to attack from several fronts, especially from the entrance through the caves, as well as the two main gates. There is no possible way the laborers and carpenters can begin their work if they're not able to do so safely. We need more guards. That depends much on you, actually. Neither the Empire or the Stormcloaks are likely to lend assistance to anyone outside their ranks. To try and solicit their help would require you to, at a minimum, join their respective army. After you do so, we may be able to put you in contact with someone we know, who may send a few guards for the settlement. The obvious advantage is that they hate the Thalmor as much as we do. They'll probably even help our little insurgency if we ask. They surely would provide us with sanctuary if we were discovered. There's no doubt that our cause would be safe. However, we're not convinced the Stormcloaks can win this war. And if they lose the war, this fort may just fall back into Imperial hands. But siding with the Stormcloaks will open the door to new recruits who want to worship Talos in any manner they see fit. And any free society should be able to do so, without fear of imprisonment or death. So I understand their cause, and it's a noble one. While I hate to turn my back on the Empire I served for so many years, they turned their back on me many years ago. Well, if you're looking at the big picture, a united empire is the only real hope of ever defeating the Thalmor once and for all. Skyrim under Stormcloak rule would most likely weaken the Empire in the end, and Ulfric would not be able to defeat the Thalmor. Yes, Skyrim would have its independence, but at what cost to the rest of Tamriel? The Thalmor is not as weak as you may believe. Ask why the Empire has allowed them into Skyrim to hunt down the Talos worshippers. The only possible reason is to preserve this tenuous peace treaty. Believe me, we have no love for Titus Mede II, but we love our country. Sometimes, hard decisions must be made for the greater good. Titus left many of our brothers to die at the hands of the Altmeri during the Great War. For that, he'll have to answer to the gods. Valerius and I care about Tamriel, not necessarily the Empire. But, if we are ever to return to the peaceful country we once had, well, I believe a strong and united empire is the only way. Very well. Return to me when you're ready to discuss it further.